In a Fulani village, where the land stretched wide under the sun, lived a wealthy cattle herder named Joro. He had many cows, a big family, and respect from everyone. But in his heart, there was sadness. His first wife, Asata, had passed away, leaving behind their only daughter, Adama. Adama was a bright and beautiful girl, full of life. She was Joro's greatest joy, and he promised himself he would always keep her safe. But life is full of surprises, and sometimes, fate takes control. One year, a terrible drought came. The rivers dried up, and the cows became weak. Joro had no choice but to travel far away with his cattle in search of water. He would be gone for a long time. He decided to leave Adama in the care of his younger brother, Uncle Bakari. Bakari was known for his wisdom and storytelling. People trusted him. But behind his kind smile, there was something hidden, something dark. The night before Joro left, an old blind woman named Marmankand came to him. She was known for her visions of the future. "Joro," she said, her voice like the wind through dry leaves. "Do not leave your daughter here. Your brother is not what he seems. A great danger surrounds him." Joro frowned. "Marmankand, Bakari is my brother. Who else can I trust with my child?" She shook her head. "Blood can protect, but it can also destroy. Be careful, or you will cry like the baobab tree that loses its leaves." But Joro had no choice. The cattle needed water. As he rode away, he looked back one last time. Adama stood beside Bakari, waving at him. His heart felt heavy, but he ignored his worries. At first, everything seemed fine. Bakari treated Adama well. He gave her good food and told her stories. But after some weeks, strange things started happening. Adama woke up to find deep scratches on her door, as if something had tried to get inside. The village dogs, once friendly, now ran away whenever Bakari passed by. And at night, she heard whispers, low, creepy murmurs in a language she did not understand. One evening, as the sun set, Adama saw something terrifying. Bakari was standing under the big baobab tree, talking to the air. But his voice was different. It sounded layered, like two people speaking at once. "It is almost time," he said. "She is ready. The offering will be made when the moon is full." Adama's heart pounded. She knew she had to escape. That night, Adama prayed to her late mother. "Mama, if you can hear me, protect me. Don't let anything happen to me." The wind howled, and suddenly, a soft hand touched her cheek. She gasped and opened her eyes. Her mother, Asata, was standing before her, glowing like the moon. "My child," Asata whispered. "Listen carefully. There is not much time." She told Adama that Bakari had made a deal with dark spirits. He planned to use Adama in a ritual under the full moon to gain power. "But you are strong," Asata said. "Take this." She placed a small Fulani amulet in Adama's hand. "This will protect you for one night. At sunrise, run to the river. The elders there will help you. Don't let him catch you." Tears rolled down Adama's face. "Mama, will I see you again?" Asata smiled softly. "I am always with you." As the first light of dawn appeared, Adama knew what she had to do. She had to escape. But Bakari had been watching. And he was not going to let her go. Before the sun rose, Adama slipped out of her hut. She held the amulet tightly and moved as quietly as she could. But the spirits Bakari had called were already searching for her. The wind carried their whispers, and the baobab tree trembled as if warning her. A loud cry broke the silence. Bakari had woken up. "She is escaping. Stop her," he roared, his voice no longer fully human. Adama ran, her heart pounding. Shadows stretched toward her like hands trying to grab her. But as she reached the sacred ground of the elders, the darkness stopped. The amulet in her hand glowed brightly, pushing back the evil spirits. The elders, dressed in white, stood waiting. They had seen signs of trouble and were ready. They pulled Adama into their circle and began to chant. Their voices were strong, pushing away the spirits that chased her. Then Bakari arrived. He was no longer fully human. His eyes glowed, and his fingers had turned into sharp claws. "Give her to me. She belongs to me." One of the elders stepped forward. You have broken the laws of our ancestors. The spirits you serve will now take what they are owed. A loud, terrible scream filled the air. The ground beneath Bakery cracked open. Black shadows rose from the hole and wrapped around him. He struggled, but he could not escape. The spirits dragged him down into the earth. His screams faded, and then there was only silence. Adama collapsed, exhausted but safe. The elders took her in, giving her healing herbs and speaking words of comfort. When Joro returned, fearing the worst, he found his daughter alive and stronger than ever. Your wife's blood runs deep in her, the elders told him. She is meant for great things. Joro held Adama tightly. Never again will I leave you in the hands of another. And so, the story of Adama, the girl who escaped the darkness, was passed down through generations, a warning and a reminder of a mother's unbreakable love.